try to get Matt Dow back so he can hear me and you can all hear him in a moment. But meantime, we're going to take a real quick commercial break. And later on in this show, we're going to look at what's next for Conrad Black. He used to own newspapers in Chicago, lunchtime, and for sticking with us through that break.
Great to be here.
I want to now transition, if we could, to someone else who's got some challenges ahead of him in a very different sense, and that is former media mogul Conrad Black. He went back to prison, but he has not quit fighting. Black has filed suit against former partner David Radler, who testified against Black in the trial that ended up with Conrad Black being found guilty of fraud. Now, 2 of the counts have been thrown out, but now Black has returned to serve the last year of his sentence. With us now is Brian Burrow to read. And Black really wants to clear his name despite all this time he's already served.
I'm telling
$600,000 fraud sounds like small peanuts versus the losses that we're now, used to. And yet, Conrad Black has spent a tremendous amount of his own fortune just trying to fight these charges. He's down to $80 million, you say?
That's right.
He's now suing a former ally. Have been giving Yahoo the thumbs up in today's market. Yahoo shares have been popping all day, up as much as 7% earlier in the trade, fresh off the news that CEO Carol Bartz got the boot, so to speak. She's not the only CEO that shareholders were happy to say goodbye to, and there may be some other departures that will get cheers from the market. Sheila Dhamarajan has the lineup. And to be clear, we don't know if it's that they're cheering her exit or cheering what they're guessing might be happening with the company now.
A potential sale of the company.
Exactly.
But they're cheering for something, right? They're cheering for...
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Sheila Dhamarajan. Meantime, we'll see you tomorrow. Tom Keene takes over the airwaves now. And kept
holiday cheer for you.
Well, and kept how many of us in traffic yesterday?
I don't even want to talk about that. Between the lights at Obama.
I know. Well, they light the tree down here at the Exchange next week.
Okay,
December
so traffic
6th.
for you then.
Yeah. Well, and, the tree tweets on Twitter. The tree here actually has a Twitter account.
I'm sure it'll be fascinating to read.
Anyway, we're going to leave it there, Gigi. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, more on what the central banks did here. Well, we are seeing a market continuing to hold on to gains. We'll find out who is trading and what they're trading right now from Laura Lee, who's here on the floor of the Exchange with me.
Yeah, modest gains, but I think the bulls will.
Martin Marietta bid, and perhaps some of that being taken to court. So we'll get you some of that detail ahead. But I believe our next guest is here with us. Is that right, Travis? Okay, I'm sorry. Control room busy at work there. We've been telling you that we're about to tell you about food inflation and how it is affecting restaurants. How do you balance what the consumer can pay with what you have to pay as a business owner? Joining us now is Scott Colossi.